If you are here for the first time, you are welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. For those of you who don't know my name is Victoria Kelobo, and in today's video, I'll be talking about I'll be walking you through, guys, through the application processes. So some universities have a little bit different application process, but it will not be that different because I'll be giving you guys some instances of what to expect or how to go about your application, because all the application process are not that same, but the difference is not that much. After this video, you would get some idea on how to go about your application. So before you continue, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like this video, share with your friends, and also turn on the notification. Firstly, I'll be using my school as I'll be starting with my school, because in my school, in my faculty, I think the application process is the same, but there is another faculty which is the application is quite different. So I'll be walking you guys through these instances on what to expect and how to go about this application. For my school, if you want to go study like let's say informatics, masters or BSc, the application is open, because I am receiving some messages from you guys to ask if the application is open or not. Yes, the application is open, and it should be from now till, let's say, ending of December or January or something like that. So if you want to apply to my school, which is Czech University of Life Sciences, you should start now. Now let me start from my faculty of Economics and Management. First of all, you are not required to submit any of your documents. If you want to apply to my university, you are not required to submit anything. The only thing you have to have if you want to start the application process is your international passport, because you'll be asked to put the passport number if you're registering. So the first thing you have to do is go to the university's website. You see the application page, go to the faculty, because each faculty has different application process. Go to your faculty, go to the faculty which is PEF or FEM. If it's PEF, is in Czech, while FEM is in English, but they are the same. They means the same thing. So go to the e-application and register. Choose your course, whatever you want to study. If it's BSc, you choose BSc. If it's MSc, you choose MSc, and you submit. You register your date of birth, your international passport number, the year you finish your last. If you're going for BSc, you'll be asked to put the year you finish your high school, and the year if you're going for masters, you'll be asked to put the year you finish your bachelor's, which I know is very straightforward. You don't have to think twice, or you have to check a certificate to make sure that these dates are correct. After you register, I'll be putting how the interface look like. So after you register, you go to you see different columns. You go to where you have like I said, you don't have to pay, you don't have to submit anything. You just have to register and you pay. That is all. After you register, you go to payment, you click on it, you put your Naira card, they accept that, put your details and you pay. That's all. Now, after the payment, if you go before you start this application, when you go to the website, you will see where they write that the date for the entrance exam and the date you will receive your all these things that are there. So after you pay, the next thing you have to do is wait. You just have to wait. There is nothing else. You have to wait for them to send you the date for the entrance exam. If you are lucky, you might be exempted. If you are not, then you have to do the entrance exam. And during my time, I was exempted because of this COVID, but I don't know if the COVID was really the case, because some of these entrance exams were online. So yeah, you have to if you are lucky, you'll be exempted. If you are not, then you have to do the entrance exam. and it's English and maths. The English, let me tell you, is very, very simple. You can get 100 out of 100, but the minimum points you have to get is 50. While for the math, please, you should know your calculus. It's not your normal arithmetic, not your linear algebra. Please, you should know your calculus, your derivatives, and all that. That is what they will be asked. If the sample is also they always put it in their website for the previous entrance exam, so you can use that to do your study. So you would know it's, if you know your calculus, let me tell you, it's very, very simple. Very simple if you know your calculus, because when I started, I was taught calculus for maybe one term, and I did not even remember I don't even know what was taught. But now, let me tell you, it's pretty easy. After this, it's really, really easy. So you just have to prepare, and let's say you are exempted. Now, let's say you are exempted. They will send an instruction on your email. Your email you use, please use an email you remember the password, or the email you know is active. Don't use an email that you forget about, please. And always check your emails. Maybe your notification is not turned on, so always check your emails. So you receive an email telling you on what to do. First, they would ask you to submit your certified documents. If you don't know what certification or super legalization is, you can watch my previous videos and you will understand. You'll be asked to submit your certified document first by email. That is the first thing, by email. They want to see if that is what they want. Because I really like my school, because they don't want you to spend too much money, because some schools, they will not even ask you to send it through email. You will send it directly to the school, and funny enough, they will reject it, that this is not what they want. My school, they will tell you to send your document by email, to see the seal, the stamp, the seal, to know if that is what they want. If that is what they want, and already if your document is already nostrified, you've already nostrified your document, fine. But if you've not nostrified your document, you don't have to send it. If you have not nostrified your document and you want to, you should, after you get your confirmation that okay, you've been accepted. That confirmation does not mean you are a student. Like I say, if you receive that confirmation, it means that okay, yes, they've seen that you are a potential student. Now, the next thing for you is to submit your document. So if you know you want to nostrify your document and you've not, there will be time. There will be time. So you have to send the document directly here. You have to send it down to Czech Republic for nostrification. And I'll be putting up the amount for notification up in the screen. I'll be putting on the amount, because right now I don't know. And if you, after the notification, mind you, before you notify your document, it should be legalized by the right authorities before you send it to Czech Republic for notification. If not, it will not be processed, to be sent back to you. Then the money you use in sending it through DHL, that one is wasted. So first of all, you have to go do the super legalization. After that, then you send it to Czech Republic for notification. After you send it to Czech Republic for notification, if you are lucky, if you have someone here, the person can take it from the notification office down to your school, and the school will confirm that okay, this document is what we need, and they will send you admission letter through post. But if you want it to be quick, you can decide to give it to someone who you know, and the person will send it through DHL down to you. But if you don't want to spend money, you just leave it. The school will send it by themselves by post. That is one. Another one is, if you don't want to nostrify your document, you can send it to the school after you've done your super legalization. You can send it to the school through DHL also, and they will do what is called internal evaluation. I also explained what internal evaluation is in my previous videos. If you have not watched that before, I can explain it again. Internal evaluation is done by your institution. Now, this internal evaluation, if you're applying for one course, let's say you're applying for one course in the school, that internal evaluation is binded to that course. If you want to apply, or maybe you want to change your course to maybe another one, you have to do another internal evaluation. So and internal evaluation is just, I said, it's just to that, attached to that particular course and to that school. If you decide to change your school, or you want to use it for work, use that certificate to work, you have to do the nostrification. Now, after the school have done the internal evaluation, it can take up to 1 month or so. They would, if they will send you a confirmation that okay, your documents have undergone the necessary whatever they need it to undergo, and they would send you'll send your admission letter through email first for you to confirm all the details, your date of birth, your name, your middle name as it is in your international passport. If everything is confirmed, you confirm, okay, yes, this is what I need, this is exactly what I want. Please, if they send it by you through email, don't wait for them to send it to you through DHL before you start going to do your looking for your dates. Immediately you have that email version and you see that everything is correct, you can use that email version to apply for your dates. Please don't wait till they send the original copy, because that is still what they will send. Still the same thing. Okay, so they would send it to you for you to confirm that all your details are correct. Now they will send it down to you through post. If you want it to be fast, you can send somebody to the school and the person will send it to you through DHL at your own cost. The school does not cover that one. The only one the school covered is the one they send by post. Now, that is for my faculty. Not just my department. Every department in my faculty undergoes this same procedure. Now, no, there's one thing. I was talking about if you are exempted. Now, let me go to, if you are not exempted from the entrance exam, you have to do the entrance exam. If you have your 50 points in maths minimum and 50 points in English minimum, then you are good to go. The same process, it will still follow the same process, the same admission process. There's nothing different. The only thing different is that you're exempted or you're not exempted. If you fail the entrance exam, know that you will not, there's no need for you going through all this process. But if you did not fail, that is still the same process you are going to undergo. That is for my department. Now there is another department that I know of, Department of Environmental Data Science. This department, if you want to apply, you still have to go to the university's website. You see the application link, click on it and you apply. You register, you also apply. Same thing, but the difference is that in this department you have to put submit some of your documents. Number one, you have to submit some motivational letter. You have to submit your cover letter. You have to submit motivational letter. You also have to submit your transcript of records. Like this one does not need to be certified. You can submit raw copies. Does not matter for now. At this point, it does not matter. So you have to submit your transcript, your certificate. You have to submit your motivational letter and a CV. So if you're going for masters, of course, you know what you have to submit, your bachelor's and transcript and the certificate. If you're going for BSc, you know what to submit, which is your high school document, both the certificate and transcripts. Now, that is that you have to submit those things and pay your application fee. Now, After that, they would send you this. It's like an entrance exam, but it's called gap test, GAP. It's just like the entrance exam. It's like in 3 stages. You have to pass the first stage, pass the second stage, and pass the third stage. Don't worry, they are very simple questions. They always send you what you have to study for this exam, and believe me, what they send you is what will definitely come out. Now, for this, there is something I forgot to mention about this department in my previous video. Their tuition fee is really cheap. It's like really low. Let me not say cheap, it's like really low. Last year they paid like 10,000 crown, but this year I don't really know how much it will be, but the difference will not be that much. Now, you have to submit your document to the gap test. If you pass, the process is still the same as the previous department, which is my department that I mentioned earlier. If you did not, I hope you will pass. Now, that is for my school. So any other department in my school that I don't know of, even the application process will not be that different. It will not be that complicated. It will be similar. That is the 2 instances I know in my university. Now, there is another instance. There are some universities here in Czech Republic where you don't have to submit any nostrified document. All what you have to do is to super legalize your documents. There are some schools you don't even have to super legalize your documents. You just have to submit your transcript. They would send down your admission letter, and that's it. And one thing I forgot to mention is this, which is I feel is very important. It's very important for you to know, is that you have to pay your tuition fee before they send out your admission letter. After you've submitted your after you accepted, because they will send you a link that okay, you accept to study this course, because they will send you a confirmation email that you have been accepted to study this course at this university. There is a link there which you will click to confirm that yes, you really want to study this course. There is a date, the deadline for you to confirm this, and after the confirmation you have to pay the tuition fee. You must pay the tuition fee, and mind you, no matter what the decision is on your visa, that tuition fee will not be refunded. Yes, it will not be refunded. This was another thing that made me waste my time. I was thinking about it, like one part of my mind was like, are you sure you're going to get this visa? And the other part of my mind was, you will get it. I was I was waiting. I don't know what I was actually waiting for, but I was waiting for something, from some sign to tell me that yes, pay this tuition fee. It was one day I got my admission May, and I paid the tuition fee July, for you to see how I was waiting to hear and some voice in my head to tell me what I should do. So yes, this tuition fee is non-refundable, no matter if your visa is rejected or not. That is very important. But not just, I feel most schools in Czech it's like that, but not all schools. Some schools you don't have to pay your tuition fee, like Masaryk University, you don't have to pay your tuition fee, but you must have it in your account. You don't have to. Now, there are some schools you don't have to do anything. You don't have to submit any super legalized documents. You just have to do the entrance exam, submit your document through email or through DHL, and you'll be given admission. They will send down your admission letter to you. And they will also tell you to they will also tell you to pay your tuition fee only after you've gotten to Czech Republic, or only after you've gotten your visa. And they will tell you, they would, those schools that does not accept super legalized document does not mean you should not super legalize your document. You should, because once you come to Czech Republic, they would do either they do the internal evaluation or they do the nostrification. So that does not mean you should not super legalize your document. At that particular point of application, you don't need to. It's for the universities, it's not compulsory. Now, that is another is some schools don't require you to super legalize your documents, but know that in all the applications in Czech Republic, you must pay your tuition fee. You should be prepared with a motivational letter, also with a CV. It does not matter if you are going for bachelor's or master's. Some bachelors, like the one I said in environmental data science, they need CV and they also need motivational letter. There is also recommendation letter too. If you have recommendation letter, that is optional. But if you have recommendation letter, it is very good. So there are some schools where the recommendation letter is not optional. You have to submit it. So before you start, you must get your recommendation letter prepared, your motivational letter prepared, and also your cover letter ready. If you want to, like, if you know you're not too sure about your please, I'm not saying you should not be sure. Be prepared for your visa. But if you know you're not too sure about your visa application process, I would advise for you to go to the universities that they don't need you to pay the tuition fee before they will send down your admission letter. And all schools, mind you, I said there are some schools that in my previous video I said some schools do the entrance exam, why do some do the interview? Yes, some of these schools, if they would want to know if you can speak English. Some entrance exam is just the interview. Some of these entrance exam are the interview. They will do an interview with you, and that interview, sometimes it takes like up to 30 minutes, sometimes not up to, and sometimes even more, depending on who the person is or how you guys are communicating. So either you do the entrance exam or you do the interview through Skype or Zoom. But if you are doing the entrance exam, it's still okay. If the thing is interview, it's still fine. I think this is all about the application in Czech Republic. If there is something you're not sure about, or there is something I did not explain well for you to understand, you can write it in the comment section and I will explain better. I'm trying to answer all the questions I get on the comment section, and those that write me on email or on my Instagram page, on my Twitter page, I try to answer them all. Please, if there are some questions you ask and I have not answered you yet, please be patient. I promise to answer these questions as soon as I can, because right now I'm prepared for exams, I have tests, and I have work. So yeah, if there is something I did not explain for you, or I did not explain well for you to understand, please just write it in the comment section and I will try as much as I can to answer your question. Before you go, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share this video with your friends, turn on the notification, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.